Have you ever looked at your goals, your dreams, or even just your daily to-do list and thought, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I'm not ready. You scroll online and see people doing the things you want to do, starting businesses, creating art, making change, building lives, and something inside whispers, that could be me, but I'm probably not capable. Here's the truth. You are capable. You just don't believe it yet. And that belief, not your talent, not your intelligence, not your resources, is what's holding you back. Let's talk about why. Self-doubt doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human. Many of us grew up in environments where confidence wasn't encouraged, where failure was punished, where trying something new felt risky. So we learned to stay small, to second guess, to wait until we were certain before we acted. But here's the twist. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. You don't wake up believing in yourself, you build that belief by doing hard things, one tiny win at a time. So if you've been waiting to feel ready, to feel worthy, to feel like you can finally start, you'll be waiting forever. Because belief isn't a prerequisite. It's a result. Let's redefine capable. Being capable doesn't mean never failing. It doesn't mean knowing everything. It means being willing to try again and again, even when the outcome is uncertain. It means being uncomfortable, getting things wrong, learning in public. You already do this more than you think. You've survived things you didn't think you would. You've learned skills you once thought were impossible. You've gotten through days you swore you couldn't handle. That's capability. That's proof. It's just that we rarely recognize our own strength while we're using it. Here's the weird part. We often believe in other people more than we believe in ourselves. You might cheer for your friends. You might encourage strangers online. But when it comes to you, you shrink. You assume your struggles mean you're not cut out for success. But here's the secret. Every successful person you admire, they doubted themselves too. They were messy, confused, lost. They just didn't let that stop them. They kept moving even when they weren't sure. That's the only difference. It's not that they're better than you. It's that they believed just enough to try, and they built belief as they went. You can do the same. If you're afraid to start, afraid to fail, afraid to be seen trying, that's okay. Fear doesn't mean stop. It just means you're about to do something that matters. Try this. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what if I learn? Instead of, what if I look stupid? Try, what if I grow faster than ever? Because fear is usually just your brain protecting you from discomfort, not danger. And every time you show up anyway, you prove to yourself that you can handle it. Not because you were fearless, but because you were brave. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to take one step, one small risk. Send the email, make the call, apply for the job, post the video, tell someone your idea, and then do it again tomorrow. Each small action is a vote of confidence, even if you don't feel confident yet. Over time, those votes add up, and suddenly you've built momentum. And with momentum, belief starts to catch up. You become the kind of person who does hard things because you did them. Not because you waited until you were enough, but because you showed up while still doubting and proved yourself wrong. I want you to think of belief like a muscle. No one is born with six-pack confidence. You build it slowly, painfully, with resistance. And yes, at first it feels awkward. You're shaky, unsure, embarrassed. But over time, you get stronger. You push through more reps. And one day you look back and realize you're lifting weights that used to crush you. That's what happens when you act before you feel ready. That's what happens when you stop waiting for permission and start giving it to yourself. So here's your reminder. You are already capable. You don't need more motivation. You need more moments of courage, even tiny ones. And if no one else has said it to you lately, I believe in you, even if you don't yet. That's okay. I'll hold the belief for you until you're ready to carry it yourself. So go ahead. Take that next step. Not because you're sure of yourself, but because you're worth becoming sure of. If this video gave you a little push, if it helped you see yourself a little clearer, hit that like button. Leave a comment. What's one thing you know you're capable of but haven't tried yet? And if you're into content that feels like encouragement instead of pressure, subscribe. We're building something here, and you belong in the room.